Hi, everybody. It's Lisa from Sweet and Sassy Treasures. It's Tuesday at 4 o'clock, which means I am here bringing you a live, and we're going to feature two of the new IOD winter release stamps. I am using, hold please, these two stamps. This is going to be such an easy project. I'm using Christmas Post. Love, love, love this. My favorite element is Santa in his sleigh, and I'm not even using that part today. And Christmas Wishes. So those are the two that I'm using. You can find them on my website. If you're wondering if you're catching me live, good question. If you look up in this corner right here and you see a red live button, that means you're catching me live. Otherwise, you're watching me on replay, and either one is super appreciated. So we're going to get started. There are a few things I'm going to keep secret. So I haven't flipped my camera over for a reason. Set those there. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. So I have a board. I probably don't need to be up here. Let's see. That way I have a little bit better of a camera angle. So this is the board that I'm starting with, and it's done and it is dry. And so I did that in advance, but I'm going to show you how to get that old world look. So we're going to be using an old looking vintage postcard that was tucked away in somebody's attic. And, you know, you ran across it when you were going through an old trunk. Oh, Colleen, I'm so glad you're here. So I'm going to show you how to do that on a smaller scale. So this board that I'm starting with measures 10 by 8. So this is 8 by 10. We're going to prep this smaller board just so I can show you what I'm doing. Hey, Mira. Hi, Mary. Hi, Tracy. I know, it's just like go, go, go. Hi, Sherry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with crinoline on my board. And if I want it to look darker, I'll start with sandy blonde. If I want it to be lighter, then I'll start with crinoline. But there are so many possibilities for what we're going to prepare. You could use some of the transfers for this process as well. If we have time, we'll use this board for that. But that Christmas Post stamp is going to be a great one to have all year round, not just for the holiday. So I'm going to grab a plate that I have here and put some sandy blonde on here. Oh, crud, Lisa. And I'm going to put a little bit of prairie gray. And a little bit of Summer Crush. Whoops, way overdid that. And then a little bit more white. These are my go-tos for this kind of background. So I'm just going to set that there. And I'm going to spritz this just to get things moving a little bit. Get some more crinoline on here. So I'm going to get some sandy blonde with some crinoline and some white on my brush. And just kind of, I'm thinking like vignette when I do this. You know, that shadow that's on the outside. And I don't want to mix the colors. I like that different colors will deposit in different sections. And then pull that through.
It's an all-day marathon.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Now I'm going to go in with the white. Oops, got a little bit of Summer Crush on there. I was not ready for it just yet. Okay. So I want to lighten up this middle. If it starts dragging, then just add some water. I'll go into whatever water container I have sitting here. That drier brush really adds to the look. I'm going to dry this a little bit. By drying it, I'm going to be able to control more of the lighter colors. That is so nice, Mary. Thank you. So if I were just kept going in, it would just keep mixing with the base colors. But I want my lighter colors to be able to stand on their own. So I'm going to add a little bit of water to that portion of my paint tray. Now I'm concentrating on that middle section where the paper wouldn't have patinaed as much. Cross hatching. If I want to blend more, I just grab more water. Starting to look good. Not sure what this is. This that's giving me the line?
Yeah, it's funny, a little black line. I don't know what it is.
It's the lighting is shadowing the document camera. Normally it's up here. So it looks like we're going to go back up there and just zoom in. Not quite that close, Lisa. That's good. Okay, I'm going to get some more white. I know I got off the out of the golden ticket group, and I looked at my watch and I said to Pam, "Is it 4 o'clock?" She's like, "Yep."
Yes, it is. Hi, Monta. Hi, Debbie.
Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm going to go in with some Prairie Gray and Sandy Blonde. Hi, Robin. So just those two colors. And I'm really going to just go on the edge here. And then you're going to want to blend that in. I'm going to just clean off my brush, grab some of the dirty water, and I mean, it's like grayed out.
You want fresh water?
Nope.
No?
And then I'm just blending that in, pulling it through. And I'm working the paint into my postcard. Now some more of that dirty water, and I need a little bit more white. And now we're just gonna blend those edges in. And that's when it starts looking really, really cool. Now I'm just going to grab just the tiniest bit of Summer Crush.
Love some fresh.
I don't know why I spun it around. It's not like there's really a top and a bottom. Okay, I'm going to go with white, all the colors. Just kind of mixing them here in the corner of my plate. I'm just grabbing a dry brush.
An alligator on Belle Isle. I heard that.
Really?
Shane, that is a board.
And that, folks, is what I like.
Practice makes perfect, Deb. You can do it.
I think the trick is water. I really do. So now I'm using the black without sealing the top. That's going to give me a heavier shadow. when I first made this background, I looked at a page out of that old Detroit directory I have. Some of
Yes.
you have seen me use it. And that's what I used as my reference to recreate it, and just looked at it, and it was like, how would I get that? How would I get that?
That's an 8x10, Shane, I think she
No.
said.
8x10 is what we're using today. I didn't measure this one because we're not using it. Not necessarily anyhow. Unless we have time. So I'm just gonna take and run that along the edge. And this is exactly how I got the look that I did on the board that we're actually using. So I need to dry that and find my baby wipes. I think oh, there they are. So normally I would big top this, and then I have more controlled pull the black back, but I want to pull it into the piece more. The board that I'm using is a solid board. This is a gallery blank. I have zero ability to speak right now. My allergies have already started.
Oh no.
Ugh, I have to go to an allergist. I just haven't done it yet. All right, let me get this wet because these are pretty dry. Okay. So that just makes that a heavier black line than when I use Big Top.
So you already had a board done.
Yeah, because it needed more dry time. So I got that more wet. I'm going to take a clean section and work it up into there. And I'll just keep going around. I'm just going to do it quickly here, just to get the majority of it off and mess with it later.
Happy Tuesday to you too, Lisa A.
Now, if it's heavier than I would like, I can just go back in with my base colors. So that's just me trying to wipe off where I got little extra nibs. That's a little heavy up there, but I'm not going to get anywhere with that baby wipe. It sucks. Okay. And then it would be all totally prepped. Now, to stamp on it, I don't want I don't want sealer on there. I want the ink to be able to go into it. This board is 8.5 by 6.25, if anyone was wondering. But I'm going to switch to the 8 by 10 board.
Hello, Shannon.
Um,
What are you looking for?
the 8 by 10 board that I now can't find. Oh, here it is. Duh. Yeah.
No, yes, no.
Yep. Okay, I've got stone gray and black ink. I have these two elements from the postcard stamp and this element from Christmas Wishes. Those stamps are both right there. So this is how simple this is going to be. The postage part is going to go up there. And the little angel is going to go there. And the postcard's going to go about right there. So I'm just going to start with the angel is what I'm going to start with, because that's the thing that's most important to get in the right spot. You could use colored inks. You could make a sepia ink. I am just going to, I know, you know, and I do too, but I use my stamps and it's like by pulling them off that plastic and stuff, I don't know, they get to where they don't stick back on, they get grungier. I like the stability of that heavy sheet. So what I'm going to do is slide this up, and I want a good impression. There. So to get a good impression, I'm going to use my black ink. I want to make sure it's re-inked. I store them upside down. And what we're going to do is load it up, offload it, and then go on to the project. So I'm going to load it up with ink.
Heat emboss would look good too, near Casey said.
Yeah, it would. And I'm going to offload it. I really could use one of those felt things, Pam. And then I'm going to take and go on to my project. Let's do this so that we're on camera. Thank you. Now, here's another little tip. If you really want a lot of ink, go from the stamp to the ink pad. On a little stamp, it's easier to do. And I'm going to go and I'm going to put her right down here. You want to make sure you don't shift. And I don't want to press down those background sections.
She's super cute.
Look at how pretty that is. That is just stunning. So you're seeing my background is very textured. Isn't she gorgeous? So now I'm going to go to this element, and we're going to just do the exact same thing. only it's so small that I can just press right into it. Try not to shift it. Look, get a good impression right off the bat because it's small and we can go right into the top of the ink pad. I still like to offload though. God, that's so cool. Look at that. It just looks so authentic. It amazes me. Now for this element here, I'm tempted to use stone gray. But I'm also afraid to at the same time. So you know what? If it ain't broke, why fix it? So we're gonna use the black again.
It's so pretty, that piece.
Now I do have to be careful with this because this element will want to move. Dogs barking is not at all annoying.
What are they hearing, I wonder?
I don't know. I thought maybe Ken was home. So that part, I'm just going to tap. And I'm not going to use the felt squeegee on it. Oh, someone's at the door.
At the front door?
Yeah. But my Ring doorbell isn't going off. Oh, maybe because it's on Do Not Disturb. Oh, yeah. Oh, the sprinkler guy. It's the sprinkler guy. Oh. Okay, next, I printed this on my printer and this manila paper. And I'm going to cut it out with my paper cutter. Oh, here it is. Thank goodness for a Ring doorbell. So let me move this over to the side. Like I'm setting stuff on my computer. All right, I'm going to cut this. There we go. Here. I'm laughing. Pam's trying to maintain the dogs. It's pretty funny. She's going to ask for a raise. All right. So, and you could personalize it any way that you want. This by Mira, this spot is actually called Christmas Past, but it says, Dear Kaylee, I'm so glad to hear you've been good this year, and I can't wait to visit your house. And I said this year again, oh well. Thank you for the cookies and milk last year and the carrots for Rudolph. Mrs. Claus says I need to cut back on my sweets or I won't fit down any chimneys. Keep up the good work, XOXO Santa.
They're here doing the sprinkler.
Oh, I know. Hi.
Hello.
It's Pam behind the counter.
What's behind the counter?
Yeah. that hole in the wall. Okay, so what I really am going to want to do is tear that edge, which I didn't leave enough room to do, so I'm not going to be able to do that. Here's vintage photo.
Thank you.
Totally forgot about the sprinklers.
I said, don't worry, the dogs are harmless. And they just looked at me and I said, everybody says that, don't they? He said, yep.
Just kind of getting some of that on there. So now I'm gonna loosen this up. It is cardstock. It's a different color than I usually use, and I'm pretty happy with it. You know, I may want this edge, like, you know, folded a little bit. Maybe this one curved back. And then I'm going to use my Beacon 3-in-1.
Look how cute that is.
And you could leave off the dear so-and-so altogether. Or I think you could easily put your own name, you know, tapping into that inner child kind of thing. This is somewhat clogged.
Oh, she's on her in Philly waiting for a connecting flight. Vincetta's coming back from Italy.
Oh, yay.
That makes for a long day of travel.
Oh, come on. This is so annoying when it's clogged and you don't take the 2 seconds to unclog it. Now notice that it says for addresses only, so I could have switched, you know, the sides that I put these on. You kind of want it to be a little bit irregular. Now I'm going to take the Crackle stamp, the only one that I haven't used yet today, hysterically, and I'm going to use the Stone Gray ink, which is my favorite ink. And this I don't offload because I don't want it to be like super dark. So I'm going to take and I'm going to go right here, heavier in the corners, just kind of lightly tickle it there, heavier in the corner. And there you have a beautiful Christmas sentiment postcard. that you can personalize. Thank you, Sherry.
That's adorable.
I think it could be really cool. Let me see, what do we have here? Where are my stamps at? Pam, could you grab me? They're in an envelope somewhere. I did get that far. They might be out there
What do you
on
mean,
the counter.
what?
Both of these stamps, the actual stamps, the containers are out there, I think. I think I want to put just a little something right here. Am I right or no?
Is it all cut up in here?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay, what about the other one? Sorry. Guys, she's gonna hurt me. She's gonna throw something at me. Thank you, guys. It's so fun.
There's some little elements on that one.
Perfect. All right, this is Christmas wishes. Ooh, what do we have? Yeah, lots of good stuff. Stocking won't fit. Candy canes go in the wrong direction. Ornaments. I'm missing some pieces. Does this one not have ornaments? No. I kind of like that. Oh, shucks roonies. I don't know what I'm missing, but I'm missing some stuff from there. Let me see. There are things missing, I think. But it's okay because I don't really know what the heck it is that I should do.
Let me see one piece sitting here.
That's what I was looking for. But I'm missing a Santa too. I'll find it though. Oh, it's bigger. One. See, it would work if I could if they were smaller and I could stagger them. It would work. I'm not going to add something just to add it. I'll figure it out. But in my opinion, it needs something. But that's too big and it'll, conflict with that. Maybe it's just as simple as, where's this from? Think for a second. This is from Christmas Postage and this is from Christmas Wishes. So set them like that. It might be as simple as just doing this so that it's not totally the old IOD Christmas label. Oh, Oh, Mary, it does. Isn't there a bell stamp? There's a snowman that's missing. See there. There, I'm looking at all of them. There might be in Sugar Plum Fairy. God, there are so many awesome ornaments, you guys. What is that there? A postage stamp. But look at the possibilities with Sugar Plum Fairy too. Like, look at those ornaments. They are stunning, but I can totally see the mouse, the Christmas tree on these. I think they would make great gifts. All right, that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to spray seal it before I go in with regular sealer. Just to make sure nothing messes up. But I didn't notice how gorgeous, stunning these stamps are. I don't know. Could be a you know, a bronze element that goes there. Not that I have 50 of them sitting right here. Doesn't mean that it's I think this would make absolutely no sense. You know, why would it have an 01 on it? No idea. Oh yeah, gilded gold or silver transfers. Ooh, good idea. Hold on. Put this back. Gilded. They're out here. Yeah. That would be pretty. See here. Gold or silver? Silver they have like this or like this Christmas. I don't know if it would fit though. Hold it up. I don't know, but I like that idea. The gold elements are a little too big. Oh my God, this gold tree. I can't wait to use this gold tree. That right there. So many different season's greetings. Would that fit? I'm gonna try the I'm gonna try this. Festive Candy 1881. It's not going to work. It's too much. It's too big. But this will. I just need a sprayky stick. Let's see, I have one. Oh, thanks, Pammy. Kind of like, we'll pretend that's Santa's signature. Oh, I bet it goes. No? This way. Santa's official seal. That was a good idea. I like that idea. Okay, now I need Big Top, which is in that container right there. Nope, it's gone. Clear liquid patina. Oh, here it is. Silicone plain duck goose. It's been long enough, I should be able to safely seal this.
Sorry, I took your water and cleaned your brushes because I gotta go.
Oh, thanks. Come on, Bessie. I know, I should have been done. You know, that goes. The only thing that might run is the Tim Holtz ink. There we go. Hi, Charlie.
Thanks for the hearts, guys.
Charlie, I see you looking to get into trouble. That's going to be so cool. I tried to think of a generic child, you know, like title to put on there, but I think that, you know, like Timmy would be a good generic, or like I said, even using your own name. I just used my youngest name because that's easier. And I think I would tear around this part as well. But now I'm really done. Thanks, you guys, so much for being here. I appreciate you. And I will see you tomorrow with another project. Bye, everybody. Oh, Janet, yay, more stuff to play with. I know. With 18 products, it's like, it's so cool because it just keeps giving. Bye, everybody. Oh, I got to get all this off of here.